can barely manage a noise because of the smell of patchouli.
It's lovely in here.
Patchouli. I'm going to start calling you Petulia Clark.
I like that. That's fine.
Was that with the bare feet, Petulia Clark? Is that
Petulia Clark.
Was it downtown?
I was going
She's
through.
still alive, Petulia Clark.
Yeah, Petulia Clark.
Okay.
And I was going through Branson, Missouri.
Like the pickle?
Branson is, how can I put it, old people Vegas.
Okay.
And it's just loads of shows
You'd be
that
in
people
your
put on themselves.
element.
And there's a lot, you know what? It was Kenny Rogers and Petula Clark on a show together.
Oh, wow.
We're trying, I want to stop. And the girl I was with went, no, I'm not going to see that.
Kenny
and
Rogers.
I was at the window just watching it go by. I want to see them.
Death improved his face because it
Oh my God.
relaxed some of that plastic surgery.
He was described as Asian Kenny Rogers in his later life.
What a foolish
Oh
man.
my God, what a face.
What a terror, what a shame.
Why would he do that? Right, we're recording. So,
What a
ladies and
shame.
gentlemen, welcome back to Folk in Scotland.
Must be about the 4,000th episode.
We're heading towards our next badge on Podbean, which is 250 episodes. I think this one or the next one.
Do we get an actual badge?
Not an actual badge, it's an electronic badge.
I've started wearing
Doesn't exist.
I've started wearing a badge that says parking meter attendant.
Oh, around here it's good. Everyone around here has been getting tickets.
Oh, they stopped for a while, but it started again.
No. People who have got their badges on. A couple of guys around there got tickets. Suzanne got a ticket the other day. So they're saying there's a new guy on. He's just going around ticketing every car he sees.
It's not
It's
a difficult
£100 a
job.
ticket.
It's not a difficult job.
But we've got big yellow badges in the windscreen.
I would like a job there if they gave you a little shack
Mm-hmm.
with a seat and
Oh,
a tranny
that's-
radio.
That's you through and through.
I'd love it.
Flat cap.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Oh.
flat cap, you know, the sort of peaked cap. Like
I was thinking more a Nazi officer.
a more Nazi looking thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's...
Can keep
that's
you kept your fucking creases just
very
a mark.
smart.
Ex-military. Tacks in the shoes, so you on the cobble. Oh, he's coming. He's
And
coming.
half the money goes to you, half goes to the company.
It's a bit rich. I think 3/4 to me. My friend Ross of Cape fame.
Cape fame.
There's a place, Cooper Angus,
Okay.
and he parked there because I don't know what he was doing in Cooper Angus. Nothing too good. I wouldn't imagine.
Nothing good.
Cooper Angus is the filthiest town in Scotland. There's a chicken factory in it,
That's
and
right.
all the locals have dirty curtains.
Everyone
Had COVID
just
at one
outside
time.
of Dundee has worked in the chicken
It's
factory.
murder capital. There's
Oh,
murders and rapes. Anyway, so he was through to Cooper Angus getting something for his dog.
Okay.
And he'd parked in this waste ground, and he came back, and there's a guy appeared with a limp, and this guy had bought this waste ground, and he was charging Ross. He was fining him for parking there. And Ross just walked away from him just dismissively, and the
Yeah.
guy came after him like hair flick.
Oh my God.
But he had no power, no authority.
No, you can't do that.
They're not going to have a lawyer involved to pursue you for a £10 fine.
No. What happened in Lochee,
Mhm.
behind old Ivanhoe, there's a waste bit of ground,
Ivanhoe.
and there's a parking there, you know.
Yeah.
And one day, a
Door cabin.
little cabin appeared
Yeah.
with a guy in it, uniform, charging everyone. It was just someone did it themselves. They got told to get the fuck by the police.
there was
They
a
just
guy-
did it.
There was a guy, I believe, in England had done that for 25 years.
Yes, 2.1 million he made.
Yeah.
And the reason they found out is he died, and the people, it was some famous castle, the car park,
Yeah.
and the people at it went, oh, we'll send some flowers to the family through the council. The council went, we don't know who you're talking about. And then they went, wait a minute, he'd been doing it for like 35 years.
Yeah.
I think they were going to make a film out of him. And everybody loved him. He was the nicest, but he would do anything to help you. But he was
No
pulling
wonder.
in thousands.
Who owned the land?
I think it was. This is the problem. The castle.
Uh-huh.
I think it was their land, but the council done it up as a car park. So they didn't. When management changed, stuff like that, they just assumed that was the council's or that was the castle's.
There's something to be said for like a high-vis jacket.
Oh,
You can go into buildings and steal stuff off the
now,
walls.
I remember talking to a certain person who was quite a shoplifter.
Right.
And he says, you don't be invisible. You be the most noticeable person there. Put on a hard hat,
Uh-huh.
put on a high-vis jacket, and you can rob anywhere. That's what I was told.
Yeah.
Isn't that bizarre?
Look officious.
You know what happened? I used to wear
So good.
a high-vis jacket at my job, and I'd go into
You were made to by the courts.
by the course, and at lunchtime, go in,
It
get
had a
some
big
lunch.
pee in the back.
People would bump into you
Oh, yeah.
because you become invisible because you're wearing high vis.
High-vis blindness. Do
Isn't
you
it
know
strange?
that the Chinese are pumping out factories of high-vis jackets that aren't high-vis? Fake high-vis.
Yeah.
I once saw, we spoke about this before, but fake hard hats, where you hit them with a teaspoon and they shatter.
Terrible. Yeah.
Not only do they shatter, they kind of explode and go into your brain.
It's not good. Not good.
Do you think this factory's making fake climbing rope?
Yes. Right.
Oh my God. What's those things called? Tampons? Crampons?
Crampons, carabiners, everything.
Fake.
You've got to watch, and they'll have the brand name on them. And you'll go, oh, I found a cheap deal on some climbing gear. It's copies. And you...
Fuck.
It's so fucking dangerous.
As you fall into your smashy
Yeah.
death, you're like, I wish I hadn't have bought that on Wish.
Yeah, exactly. But if you go on Wish, you'll get climbing gear.
Jesus.
Anyone who thinks they're making a bit of a saving, don't do it. You'll get everything. And it doesn't matter what company.
To be
you'll get a
honest with you,
copy.
if I was, not that I'm ever get climbing, if I was, I'd probably go to a reputable store and buy
Well,
it.
here's the thing. Climbing gear is not expensive.
No.
A rope is like £70.
Okay.
And you can lift a car with it. You're
Yeah.
not going to die with that rope.
Yeah, okay.
A harness.
Mm-hmm.
You can get them for £40. High quality.
I love stories about people trying to bump each other off at jumping out planes, parachuting stuff.
that happens all the time
There was
as
a
well.
guy recently who cut his own ropes.
Yeah,
He
you
wanted to
get
commit
you
suicide.
get strange stuff like that.
Fucking
That's
hell.
not unheard of,
Yeah.
which is really strange.
There's people that have
Climbers will do it,
people to cut their own ropes.
cut their own ropes, or they'll put their gear on wrongly, and when they're up incorrectly, and when they're up on the mountain, they'll take a big jump or something and just fall to their death, and you're like, what the fuck? But it's a weird way to commit suicide. It's not unheard of.
Is it given if they've got a semi while they're dying?
I think there's a bit of that going on.
Risk takers.
There's something happening there.
No, that's
But
interesting.
the thing is with risk taking, the ultimate
Buzz.
risk is dying
Uh-huh.
at any point, right? Because at any point you're doing something, the risk is there of dying at any point. But when you cross that line, then that's not what you're doing. That's a
No.
completely different thing.
Fuck.
So when someone's actually got to that point, they're in another world. That's nothing to do
No.
with the risk taking.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's completely different. Because risk taking is that you don't want to die. It's that you took the risk and you succeeded.
Yeah.
But that risk of dying is there.
There's people who've survived falling out of planes.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary.
There was a kid, a wee girl, fell out, and it was some jungle, and I think everyone died on the plane, her family and that.
she survived. So did she not eat
14
a
days
sandwich in her pocket? There's a film they made of it.
It was like
Yeah.
a long time she was
Yeah.
in the jungle.
I prefer to be one of those
walking miles.
situations where I was forced to cannibalise my the passenger next to me. Forced. I've been on a
We're
plane.
just taking off.
I've been on
Nom, nom.
I'm just rubbing a little pat of butter on them. What are you doing?
Which I saw you put. Was that a real picture?
I ate that.
Your butter. How many bits of butter
I
was
think
that?
it was 8
In a cup of soup.
in a cup of I think it was
Not cup of soup, a cup of...
a cup of a restaurant soup.
Dude.
It was so good.
Dude. No, wait. No, you're not getting to speak. And I'll tell you why.
But butter's not bad for you.
8 sticks of it in a cup. Come on.
Listen, here's the thing.
What?
The butter, the soup came with 2 rolls. Hard,
Okay.
They're like quite a hard roll.
Yeah.
I tried to just pull them apart, but they would have broken.
Okay, understand.
So
Crumbly.
Crumbly. Little baguette things. What I would have done
Okay.
was cut them in half
Uh-huh.
and then buttered the rolls.
Okay.
It's a bit of a mess. What I prefer to do, butter the soup and then dip the roll into the soup.
Listen.
It works.
Today, at my house,
Uh-huh.
my partner's there right now waiting
Uh-huh.
because I'm getting a delivery
Uh-huh.
of new equipment to
Right.
upgrade the studio.
Uh-huh.
2 SM7B mics.
I've no idea what that means, but carry on.
They're very good.
Okay. Joe Rogan uses
A
them.
new Roadcaster 2.
No idea what that is either.
It's like this, but better.
Roadrunner? Roadcaster?
Better.
Okay.
£1,400.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Free delivery, that was good.
Uh-huh.
£1,400.
You would hope so.
And we're improving this.
Uh-huh.
You're going to die of a heart attack by Friday.
No, butter won't kill you of a heart attack.
What?
Butter's good for you.
Now, I've said things like this to you before,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you go, no, cigarettes are actually healthy.
No, I've
and
never.
because you say
No,
things,
I've
it doesn't make it
I've
so.
never said cigarettes are healthy. The thing is, they used to in the deep fat fryers used to have animal fat, so fat that was in a solid block form,
Mhm.
and then when you put it into the fat fryer, it goes into a liquid form.
Mhm.
That is actually better for you than what they use now is vegetable oil. When you put vegetable, a liquid, into hot fat, the fumes it gives off are really bad. It's bad. It does something to
Are
it.
you telling me
Mhm.
I should stop using like Vitalite and
Yes.
sunflower oil? Or I use
No,
rape.
sunflower. I use
rape.
I fry with a cold pressed.
But you got to watch
rapeseed oil.
rape because,
Yeah,
yeah, you got rapeseed oil
but it does smell a bit.
Rapeseed
It does
oil.
smell a bit cabbagey.
and it burns.
You
It
ca-
can burn
yeah,
easily.
But when it burns, it's.
Yes, but here's the problem. You
Yeah.
tell me I replace these plant-based cooking
Mhm.
devices.
With lard. I
With
cook
lard.
Yeah, lard or butter. Butter doesn't-
I've got a feeling you're incorrect.
No.
I've got a feeling.
Humanity has existed for all this period of time.
Yeah.
Cooking with these things, they're fine. I would not have margarine in my house.
No, they weren't fine.
What the hell's margarine?
Until you don't get margarine in this country.
You do.
No, you
get
don't.
You get margarine.
No, you
There
don't.
is margarine.
Where's margarine? You only get spreads. Margarine hasn't been sold for years.
All those things are noxious. They're disgusting.
But they're
It's
not
like-
margarine.
It's like people have replaced sugar with these fucking synthetic sweeteners. They're disgusting.
Sweeteners that are scraped off the walls of the coolers in nuclear power stations.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan.
I like that.
Butter-
I feel them in the future.
Butter is better. Butter is better. But it's fine to eat these things. Like there was a while they said that eggs were bad for you.
Nonsense.
No, but they did. They said
Yeah,
egg. There's
but that's-
cholesterol in eggs, but there's good and there's bad cholesterol. It's not. It's not as easy.
But you know what the problem was?
What?
People were getting up in the morning and have 4 fried eggs.
That's what I do. I fry eggs in butter, and then a great Parmesan cheese on them.
Oh my God! This is.
Come
listen,
on.
I want you eating hell. Look
I
at
do.
you. You look like a 16-year-old girl with your ripped jeans now.
That's your fucking fault.
Eh? Oh
I'm
my
getting
God!
I'm going to get Susan to patch it.
Oh, just buy a new pair of
No.
trousers. Jesus, God, they're
No,
falling apart.
That's fine.
Your knee is fully exposed.
I got
That's
a new
an
pair of
unusual
shoes.
knee.
That's it. Eh?
Oh, new
no,
shoes.
that's not my knee. My knee's there, mate.
But what's that lump?
That's my knee. There's no lump. That's
Are
the
you
skin.
oh,
My new shoes.
oh, look at that. Did you buy them or are they from
Yeah.
work?
£76,
That's all right.
reduced to 20.
Oh, of course you did.
Those, look at that.
Look at the sole.
These are the best
You
shoes
got
ever
dog
made.
shit on it. I would keep it down.
That's okay. No, it's not dog shit. It's just matter.
It's dog shit.
It's not dog shit. It's matter.
That's dog shit.
It's not dog shit. I smelt it. It's no dog
Oh,
shit. It's a leaf mulch.
Leaf mulch. Mulch.
They're called shoes for cruise.
I beg your pardon.
Not for cruising. They're for
All
if
right.
you're working in a McDonald's.
Purchase.
Yes. If you're in a sex club and there's a lot of jizz on the floor, you'll never fall over in these. It comes with a tool for getting the stuff out of the cleats.
Oh, God.
But I put these on my feet.
Uh-huh.
They've got an inbuilt inner sole thing, and they're the comfiest
They're
fucking
like
shoe-
clouds.
Mate, they've
It's
changed
like
my
when I
life.
discovered the right size of shoe for me after.
Oh,
It was 43.
but the thing is,
Oh, great.
I just get the free shoes for the work. I always wear steel toe
Yes.
cap boots. as
I
I've
always
told
used to
you
do that. I always
always wear
used to
steel
wear them,
toe cap. But what I've been doing is just buying these shoes, and they're just. My feet are fine. I walk about all the time, but they're just not comfortable. But
Okay.
these shoes are comfortable. They kind of have a spring to them,
I'm
so
gonna
they do
have
the
to
walking
say-
for you.
I'm going to have to take a picture of these and put them up on Twitter because it looks. They've got a square toe and you look like Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah,
And that's not an exaggeration.
they're huge, aren't they?
You look like. Have you seen Kanye's boots? He
Oh,
was
yeah.
wearing.
Yeah.
Just like them.
Yeah,
You're
look at
going
them,
for the
look at them.
Kanye look.
But I don't care about fashion. They're comfortable
Comfortable.
and they're waterproof and they're breathable.
I
They're
care
just
about
delicious.
fashion.
No, you
I've
don't
got my.
care about.
Well, this T-shirt I'm wearing right now of Betty Page, I got this from our local big shagger, Malcolm. I got that from
That's
him.
a shame because Betty Page turned against being Betty Page.
Betty Page
Got religious,
had killed someone.
did she?
She had killed someone when she was younger and
Oh.
was in an asylum and everything.
Oh.
Not your average person.
But somebody got a hold of her and kind of said whatever she was doing was evil, and she became religious.
Yeah, she only
She's
died
dead.
recently. Yeah.
It's a striking looking woman.
Yeah, of course.
It's
of
like
course.
Tracy Lords. Turned out all her pornography she did when she was 16.
Yes.
So to own any of it makes you a pedophile.
Exactly.
So she now basically has there's less Tracy Lords fucking pornography on the internet than there is Sheena McGlumferty for fucking Douglas.
Yeah, exactly.
She's just, she's a good, I like her. I've seen her interviewed, she's fantastic.
Yeah, she's got a lot to say.
Doesn't
She's
give
good.
a fuck.
Yeah.
Doesn't give
I
a
like
flying
that
fuck.
attitude. And she was in Blade, so it's all good.
She should have
She's
been in
got-
more stuff.
Yeah, she's fine. She's
There
absolutely
was
fine.
that actress, the porn star that became an actress called Sasha Grey. But there was a
She's-
while you thought she was going to maybe make
I thought
it.
she was going to...
But she's
what's
going
going nowhere.
No,
Yeah.
it's a shame.
I don't know.
So there's still
I
a bit of a
think-
stigma.
I think the problem is she was building up and she was getting actually some really good films.
Yeah. The
She's in a-
Girlfriend Experience.
That's it. She's in a hipster band. She
Yeah.
writes children's books.
Yeah.
And she's
Ah.
a bit of a Renaissance lady. But there was a change in 2014 in Me Too. And
So porn became
there was
divisive.
a bit of there was a bit of a Puritan
It's
movement.
not
The Puritan movement got a bit of headway again because of Me Too, and people were
Yeah.
just sort of And Sasha Grey was kind of left to the side, I think.
Yeah.
You know, but I've never seen her porn. I've never seen it.
No, I think I have.
I've never
but
seen
I
it.
feel like I've seen some of it.
I've never
She
seen
look-
it.
I've seen a photograph of her where she's dressed like she's a Mormon housewife.
Oh, wonderful!
You know what I
Because
mean?
there was the T-shirt. You know how I got to
Is
know
her
who she
name
was?
Sasha Grey or is it like
I've no idea.
Fiona
Yeah.
Ruben Stinkelhofen?
Yeah, it'll be something like that.
Yeah.
But it was Thank God for Sasha Grey T-shirt,
Right.
and I saw this everywhere, and I
Yeah.
thought, well, who's Sasha Grey? And that's how I found out.
Yeah, you kind
and then
of
I saw interviews with her on like Tiger Belly and stuff, and
Yeah.
then became aware.
not
but-
seen her on anything for a long spell.
Yeah, but I'm not one of these people that sort of know porn stars' names or anything.
Imagine
there's a
having a,
couple-
favourite porn star. That would be a bit weird.
That's weird. I know of them when they're outside the porn, they do other things, and you go, "Oh, right, okay." But I don't.
Don't
know names
I
at
Channel
all.
4 did a documentary with these guys who were massive.
Oh, that was I
They
saw
went
that.
across and they were genuinely upset.
They
by
were
it.
upset by it.
The lassie just getting rid for days, and they were
Yeah,
just
and
like,
then she was talking about her throat bleeding with, and they're like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, one of the guys was right into it. But-
Well, one guy, the guy he liked in gay porn
Mhm.
was straight.
right.
And the act to a certain point, then a body double takes over, and this guy just couldn't believe it. He went, "What? It's not real?" And it's like, no. And every actor was going, "No, none of this is real. This is."
That's quite a switch. That's quite a switch and switch.
I think,
Because
yeah,
Louis Theroux did the thing about gay porn. The guy says, "No, I'm not gay."
yeah.
He says, "I'll just suck 40 cocks a day just for that's money."
There's money. God
Yeah.
Almighty. There must. I don't know. It's very different.
What the porn industry now is because is it the
Is it
70s?
finished?
There was a golden age where they
Yeah.
go to cinemas,
Yeah.
but now everybody can
Now-
buy porn.
But you've got whether it's OnlyFans or anything, and it's taken all
Do people make money out of OnlyFans?
the highest paid
Yeah,
is what's her name, Black China, and she gets 20 million a month.
Black China.
I think it's Black China.
Okay,
And then there's some actresses that get like 11 million a month. That's real.
okay.
Now,
that's-
when you're at the lower end, right? A lot
You
of the
get
girls on it just
enough
like
for
I'll
fish
show
and
me,
chips.
I'll show my
Yeah.
tits. No, a lot of them at the lower end are actually doing something as well.
Right.
So they've actually got skills outside just
Okay.
having tits, and this is what they're finding.
It's incredible. Even in 2022, a nice pair of tits will get you places. It's a currency.
That's never going to change.
Not in a million years.
That's never going to change.
Never.
On OnlyFans, there's people doing
We're
cooking.
essentially
There's people
monkeys.
doing.
We're
Yeah.
essentially boobs are just like they reckon it comes from baboon
Mhm.
heritage because baboons have an ass.
Yeah.
And tits remind people of an ass. The cleavage
They're-
looks like a bum,
well,
like a baboon would
the-
look at a
The
baboon's
boobs
bum.
are just
Yeah.
you're ready to make children. That's what it tells you in a subconscious.
I remember seeing
genetic
one
level.
woman. She was a porn star and she had her tits done, but she was disgusted by the notion of breastfeeding.
Right.
She says, "No, these are for sex. They're not.
Yeah.
they're not
that's-
in any way for feeding a child."
But that's it. Because what's the difference like between us
know.
looking at a boob and saying elbow?
We're not very
Do you know what I mean?
sophisticated.
No,
Some guys have
that's-
any elbows.
But you know what I mean. We're just
Kind of more
genetically
sophisticated,
red. There's
man.
no
Kid-
choice in
Albert
it.
Einstein will have been right into tits.
My God, there's a good pair of boobs.
Tits in there.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
We're
It's
not
just the way
sophisticated.
no, we're not sophisticated, and that's the way it should be. But on OnlyFans, there's all sorts of things. There's all sorts
Are
of
they not
things.
trying to ban the porn off
No.
it?
They said, I think last year they said we're going to take the porn away, and people went fucking mental and went, okay, our mistake.
Aye.
But it's growing in lots of different ways, so you get all sorts of things on it, and it's just that that's one aspect of it.
Okay.
It's actually, I think I mentioned this to you before, it's actually a well put together site.
Okay.
And
I've not been on OnlyFans. I'm not paying to see a pair of tits.
no, it's not just tits. You'll get, if you're into people like that
Knitting.
are building things, whatever,
Oh,
building things and that, you'll get them. And
YouTube is full of people doing dioramas.
you'll get that sort of thing
You
on
know
it.
the
Yeah.
thing?
What?
90% of those people building dioramas are shit. They go,
They're-
I can't believe I've made the world's biggest fucking diorama. And you walk in and it's just, it's
there's a
often
lot of
lasses with
junk.
tits.
There's some good ones though. I watch
Mini bricks.
Mini Bricks.
Mini bricks.
Do you like Mini Brick?
Have you
A
seen
good
Mini
Brick?
Bricks?
No.
You never see the person, it's just the hands. I think it's a woman. But they make like dioramas and they're very good. But they use a 3D printer and it's all.
Oh, there's
it's
some
quite,
good
quite
stuff.
fascinating.
Well, you'll get, like on OnlyFans, instead of them going to maybe Patreon, they'll go to OnlyFans and it'll just be a different way of doing it. That's all it is.
Okay.
And you can subscribe or go for free, and then say they come out with a unique show just for OnlyFans. Then you pay maybe a couple of dollars to get access to it. And that's how they do it. And or you can have your tits out. But it's lots of different things. It's not just one thing on OnlyFans. It's
There's
surprisingly
a guy that lives
actually okay.
There's a house across the road from me, and all day long, all day, there's a guy sat at his window on his computer, and I wonder what the fuck he's doing. But he's there when I get up. He's up early, and he's there all day. And when I go to my
Could
bed,
be working.
he's there.
Might be working.
Sometimes I see him going.
Oh, good news. Don't want to, for our listeners, you were jumping up and down enthusiastically there to describe what he was doing. Not a good sight for me.
No, he
I've
was
got to
just,
sit
you
in the
just
room
see
doing
a
this.
slight wobble to his head, which makes me think he's knocking one off. But he can't knock one off for like
I have good
14
news.
hours.
I have good news.
Can he?
Do you know how I've been complaining to you that it takes
You're
me
always complaining.
hours to do this show? Because I've got to.
But you love it.
No, I've got to upload things and it's so slow. I'm getting new internet next week.
Oh, what?
And I'm just getting a moderately speed. It's really good. And it's 300 meg download speed, but 300 meg upload. And currently I've got 10 meg.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
So
So
I'll
happy.
sit for minutes instead of
When's
hours.
the fibre come that's been going about?
That's what I'm getting.
Is
it's
that-
here.
Is it here? Can
Yeah.
you get it now?
Yeah, I had a choice of.
Is it, I've not had anything through. It's outside my house. It's went past. So
Then it'll be coming soon because I had nothing for ages, and then I've got a choice of TalkTalk and a new Dundee company. So in the
and
Dundee
how much
company,
are you talking a month?
it's $35 a month.
Maybe look into
Now I'm
that.
getting rid of Virgin, which at the moment is $64. I'm getting rid of it because I have my phone as well, but the phone's going. I don't use a landline.
I don't have a landline. in the
Right,
house.
so it's going. So I'm saving money, getting 3 times as fast, 30
3 times
times
as fast.
faster upload speeds. It's all I need.
I don't
the
really
upload.
upload anything to use it. I just watch stuff.
But but you're getting it with it, the
Yeah,
fibre,
yeah.
because
I'll maybe
upload and
start doing
download speeds
stuff.
usually match on fibre. So 300 meg
Yeah.
or 900 meg. Right, so depending on how it goes, and I think that's like 55 or something a month.
What could you do? Is that good for gaming?
Well, 300 is great for gaming.
900.
I've got 120 at the moment. That's good for gaming. It's fine,
Yeah.
but that's a lot faster. I mean, you'd be downloading a movie in literally a few
I don't
seconds.
download movies.
Yeah, but streaming would be a lot higher quality.
okay.
4K.
Okay.
Easy.
No, I'm going for it. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get yourself a bigger telly, a big 4K.
I don't believe in big tellies.
Here's the thing, right? Neither did I. But since getting Amazon, right, and just
Did
being
you-
able to rent
Did Bezos come to your house and give you a Suki suit? Because you've been
just the
I'm
once.
detecting a very pro Bezos message.
No, wait.
Are you fucking split? Where's this?
No,
Is that
wait.
what this money you gave
Hold
me
on,
was?
hold on.
Is that my cut of this Bezos money?
Dude, £22. Calm down. Now listen. Listen. Here's what I found out last night with Amazon. I didn't know you get storage on it. So you get 5 gig of storage, right? Plus unlimited photos.
Fucking hell.
Unlimited photos on Amazon. I didn't know. Right? So I backed all my stuff up last night. It's great.
Oh,
I didn't know.
okay.
It's absolutely wonderful. Every week I'm finding out something else I'm getting on my Prime. I'm getting with it.
Okay.
It's wonderful. So,
Okay. How many pictures of your feet? could
I
you need?
have in the house now about, I think it's 320,000 pictures.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's about 320, and that's me clearing out a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
I have about, I think it's about 800 gig of just work pictures.
Jesus Christ.
860 gig of work pictures, because I take a lot of pictures for this, so it's
Oh,
non-stop.
you don't
But-
need that many.
Unlimited photo storage. So yeah, Jeff Bezos could just give me a wee handy as well, and it just
Oh, he'd have
just
like soft
cherry
hands,
on
soft
the cake.
hands, soft
yeah.
hands.
Oh, soft
He
hands,
could
very
jizz
soft.
into his cowboy hat.
Oh, I don't like his cowboy hat. It's got a weird head.
He's a weird looking man.
Weird-
his
weird
penis turns in on itself and goes back the way.
Yeah, once it goes in, it doesn't come
he
out.
pees into his belly button. It's like a
Oh.
fish hook.
My God, a barbed penis.
Like a duck.
A duck,
like a
or a
mallard.
cat or something.
Oh.
Awful.
Did you have subjects today?
I do have subjects. What are we in?
'Cause
We're in 25 minutes.
Okay.
First subject.
Uh-huh.
I think you'll like it.
hear
Electric
it.
bikes.
Well, I'm trying
Well-
to get a fat bike, but the woman's no playing ball. I'll check.
Check.
Because I messaged her.
You're going to go. You don't even ride a bicycle. When's the last time you've been on a bicycle?
Oh no, I did. I got a bike, I would say 15 years ago. I cycled it up a hill, down the hill, and I couldn't be bothered going up the hill again, so I just left it, and then the council came and took it away.
Amazing.
It never cost me anything.
But you're looking at getting an electric bike.
Possibly, yeah, possibly. I'm on a
You
fat
should
bike.
take your money, add to it, and maybe spend a couple of grand on one. And
No.
why not?
No, it's too much money for a bike.
But it's not.
I've got a ceiling.
No.
I've got a ceiling for stuff.
I'm going to. This is where we're talking about electric bikes. I'm going to stop you right there.
Right, okay.
An electric bike is not a bicycle.
No.
It looks like it, but it's not.
Right, okay.
Pound for pound, they're more polluting than a car,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that electricity comes from somewhere. Those
Right.
lithium batteries,
Okay,
we could
okay.
go on.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Okay.
If you want to help the environment, get a bicycle. Be self-powered. That's what I've got.
No, I'm not
That's
doing
fine.
that. I'm
but
lazy.
no, I like electric bikes. I'm
yeah.
all into it.
Yeah.
But you don't pretend that they're a bicycle.
No.
They're not. They
No.
look the same, but
Okay.
they're not.
Okay.
They're not.
No, I'm not. I won't. The same thing will happen if I have to cycle up a hill. I'll be like,
What
fuck
if your
this.
battery runs out and you've got a 30-kilogram bike to cycle? They're heavy.
Oh, I'll just leave it in a ditch. That's why I'm not spending $2,000 on it.
When I was getting my new bike,
I'll just leave it in a ditch.
I almost got. There was a fantastic deal on a high bike. They're called,
Okay.
and a guy had got it. Got L, can't use it.
High
And
bike was
had
high
miles.
bike.
They're a really good make. I think
Mhm.
they're German or something.
It's a push bike.
No, electric bike.
Okay.
Really good quality. And he was wanting 1,900 for it. And I think he was 3,200 for it new. And I thought, okay, I'm going to go for it. But I'm not ready to go to electric yet. I like my bike too
Okay.
much.
Yeah, yeah. You've still got some.
I've still got a little bit of energy in me.
energy in the legs.
And my limp, the pain in my leg doesn't translate to cycling.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm out doing 37k most nights now.
Okay.
And I love
My
it.
whole reason to get this bike is I'm going to find out where you are. I'll put a tracking device on your bike. And then at night, I'll make myself, it'll be like something out of Mad Max.
All right.
And you'll just hear, and you'll look around, it's just me coming
Just
at you.
you.
You've seen my hockey stick with the nails in it.
Yes.
And I'll just come down the road swinging this fucking thing.
But the thing is, you know what will be annoying about it? You will be dramatically faster
I'd
than
be
me.
faster on you if I was in a push
Because
bike.
it's
I'm very
15 and a
fast,
half
very
miles
fast
an
on a
hour,
bike,
but
very,
uphill.
very fast on a
It's
bike.
really good. That's where you win.
But
'cause
we'll see.
Dundee's very hilly. And this is where electric bikes can
But
be
I don't want
fantastic.
I want a fold-up bike. That's important.
Yeah.
I want a fold-up bike.
Get lots of them.
Yeah,
Get good deals on them.
get good deals. But I'm
So-
not spending $2,000 on it. I don't spend $2,000 on anything.
I've seen a couple of bikes and I think I would spend around 2,600 on one.
Okay, no.
But that's a really good quality.
Not in Dundee. Somebody will steal it.
Oh, I don't leave my bikes anywhere. I've
No.
never been able to because I spend money on them.
Okay,
So
okay.
I just don't. I
Yeah.
just don't.
It's just cycling.
If you get it, a good
cycling
lock.
from my house to the work is so easy.
Mhm.
Cycling back is a pain in the arse.
But cycling to your work is boring. Cycling back, I love the.
You're
I
a
love
very
uphill.
strange individual. It's
No, the best cycle.
masochistic.
Um,
It is.
I think it comes from that area The pain, because it's like, see, I cycle up the hill town.
Oh God,
I love it. I love just powering up it.
I wouldn't even walk up the hill town. Why? Because you walk up and where are you? You're in the hill town. Jesus.
No,
Christ.
I love the when my legs hurt.
Oh,
I love that. That's a great feeling.
isn't it? It's not.
I don't like cycling anywhere where it's easy.
No.
So
Jesus
that's
Christ.
why. No, but I've always been that way. I
Yeah,
enjoy
yeah,
it.
It's true. It's true.
But then what happens is, because I've been out of cycling for a while, I've got back into it now,
Uh-huh.
and my legs have sort of kicked into working.
Mhm.
So when you do
Muscle
that,
memory.
yeah, it's exactly it. Yeah.
Got some of my specs.
Oh my
It's a
god.
bit of jizz or something.
Oh fuck. But when I cycle
Uh-huh.
on a flat, now I've never cycled
Uh-huh.
the cycle route. I always do roads and
Of course you do.
right. But I've decided to do the cycle route because it's just
Which
a bit
one?
safer. Now I start at the South Road,
Mhm.
go round the industrial park, and then from there I don't get on a road again until Broughty Ferry. It's really good.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's really good, and I take everything back because I'd done it for the first time the other night, and it's really
Is there
good.
a lot of dog walkers on it?
Not too many,
No.
and they're all pretty good,
Uh-huh.
and it's safe. There's no cars, obviously, and
Right.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
quite impressed with it.
Because you can
It's wide
you can cycle along the waterfront. That would be nice on a bike.
the whole
to
way.
the
It's
ferry.
really nice.
Yeah.
So that's the first time I've done it, because I always like going up the roads because they're quite hilly, and
I would just drive over
it's
a
nice.
dog.
I did tell someone, I went, oh come on, and they had the the
Yeah.
long lead,
Aye.
and they're like, "Ooh," but they said something, but I was listening to music. I don't care what
I'd
I
go
had
off
to
my
say.
bike and beat. That's why I need a fold-away bike, because I could fold up and use it as a cudgel. Just beat them to
I've
death.
done that. I was cycling.
Mm-hmm.
Now where was it? It wasn't too far from here, Tulladelph, and a taxi came towards me, but he wasn't paying attention. Right,
Uh-huh.
so he drifted on my side of the road. So I jumped off my bike, pulled the bike onto the pavement, and he hit the pavement, and he just laughed at me.
Aye.
I was like, I don't know if he'd been drinking or something. This was quite a while ago.
Right.
So I just took my bike, whack, right onto the windscreen. Just took off and away again.
There was a cyclist. He was a mammal, and he was going. I watched him yesterday. He was going along, and he was on. He was in a pedestrian area, and he was just shouting to old women, "Wheels, wheels!" if I'd been there and he shouted "wheels" at me, fuck's sake!
I just shout, I don't have a bell.
Wheels. You
I
need
don't have
a bell.
but I shout, coming through, and when someone moves, I go, thank you very much, because they'll go like that, and then you go, thank you very much, and they go, oh, no problem, and everyone's
You'd
calm.
have a wee Star Trek sound.
I don't want a bell.
You are a bell.
I don't want a
The,
bell. I put lights on my bike,
You need to.
but I've never had them,
No.
and now I do.
Mm.
I put lights, put wee LEDs that are just tiny, don't even see them, and other people
Oh.
can see you.
You love buying shit and then fucking about with it and adding shit to it.
Yes,
It's your thing.
I love it. I love stuff. I love stuff.
You're a number one consumer.
But
I buy less stuff than you.
I'm not a collector.
I'm going to
Don't. Okay,
That's fine. I got most of it in my hand.
wonderful. But
Oh,
you're a
God.
collector,
No,
and
I'm-
you like stuff. You like things. I don't. All my stuff is. You know what I'm doing?
Oh God, here we go.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
This is what I'm doing.
Mhm.
I'm building an industrial style. Listen to this. Desk out of scaffold. You know that the proper furniture scaffold.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
Listen to this. 2.1 meters long. Right, a slide-out shelf, which is almost the full length of it for my
Where's
keyboards
this desk
and
going?
in my room.
In your room.
Full. Where my computer and that goes. It's all for the computer and my music stuff, and it's got shelves going up the back. 4 shelves, all in one piece.
Do you have a post on the wall that says you don't have to be mad to work here, but it helps?
No, but I.
Or the cat
Right.
holding on. Just hang on.
I was in a job that had these wooden sayings. You know, it was wood and it was burnt into it, and someone had put them up, and they got it wrong. It said, "You don't have to be mad to work here, but it surely would help the situation if you were that way inclined." I'll never forget it. I went,
for
oh my God,
fuck's
how to kill a joke. It was wonderful. I should have kept it, but I walked out of the place in a temper and I never.
I hate text on a wall.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. A saying, it makes you happy. Saying that, I'm looking at the poster that's now framed,
Yeah.
and
I'll take that home today.
it's a lot of big words on it. The wages of fear.
Oh no,
Sorcerer.
but a poster's fine.
Is that okay?
A text and a poster's fine. I mean just text. Just text.
Just words. Okay, it's electric bikes. Our next one.
Uh-huh.
I think this is one that's close to your heart.
Okay.
Monkeypox.
I know, eh? I think it's fine. But
I don't think there's an issue. I think it's something that could be contained.
It's fine.
And I
don't think it's particularly dangerous to you.
I felt the first disease that comes in, and there is a disease, tropical diseases that hit the country every year.
But
It's going to be in the news.
People are saying, "Oh, people are exaggerating it." You've got to take all these things
Every
seriously because
disease,
you don't know how
as
it
we've seen.
plays out. Yeah.
I got someone say something to me about my mask being on.
What do you say?
It was a lady.
Uh-huh.
And I say she was an older lady, probably my age. And she goes like this. She went, "You don't need that on you daft." And I went, "Fuck off, cunt."
Aye, that'll work. Just leave people alone.
And annoyingly, I went, "Fuck off, cunt." And she went like that. Oh, well. She just went, it didn't phase her at all.
There's a number. Well, my dad's got the vid. He's got the COVID, but he's fine.
Is he doing okay?
He's doing fine.
Wonderful.
But so it is kind of going around, and there's a lot of people getting it for a second and third time.
Yes, and there are still people dying.
Yes,
and there's families losing family members. And
so it's just all, but nothing is being like reported now. But there's people, the fuckers who I hate the worst are the fuckers that said, "We knew it was going to be fine all along. All this waste, what a waste of time."
In America, over 1 million dead.
Huge,
that's not fine.
Huge, no, it's huge.
That's not fine. What are we on? 140,000 dead or something?
If we hadn't had some form of lockdown, I'd be interested to know what the figures would have been like.
Right, in World War II, in this country, a cultural impact that's here to this day.
Yeah.
How many civilians died?
Well, let's hear it.
65,000.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
And we've just lost over 140,000 people to this disease in 2 years.
The thing you could say, and I'm not, this is going to sound callous, it's not. The First World War had a vast impact on society.
Yeah.
But it was primarily young people that were killed.
Yeah.
There's an argument that could be made, but I'm not saying old people are more expendable than young people. But I'm just saying society can maybe lose, you know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Old people dying earlier is tragic, but it's maybe not going to have that much impact for the society when it moves on a little bit.
In Fukushima, after the nuclear power plant went a bit fucked up there after the tsunami, old people, they said, if you go in there to clear it up, within 20 years you'll have cancer. And old people go, "We'll do it."
Yeah.
And it was a very nice.
That's a very Japanese attitude.
But do you know what I mean? They're like, "Well, we're old. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So let's go." And well, you know,
because there's weird. You don't know the impact that's happening. Like, what was it they're saying? There's going to be there's a baby boom that's happening, and children. There was a big children going to school at the moment. I think there's a bit of a large amount of classes, but there's not enough teachers because they're going into 21-year-olds. There's not that generation.
Right, okay.
So things can trip over each other all the time. There's weird.
It's the nature of it, and I think a lot of it is when governments or societies trying to figure out populations and stuff. You see what happened in China,
and
it was. You can only have one kid, and
but
no one told them the maths of that.
Yes,
you can't do that.
No, you cannot do that.
You can't do that. And
like
it's
Britain was heading, I think, still are to a very aged population, which is bad for your country. Really,
that's it.
You need a working.
Could you imagine the people in China, like scientists or people who know about this, listening to their politicians, going, "This is insanity."
Yeah,
and there's no one's listening because the politicians decided.
Well, it ended up they were just killing wee lasses.
It's just terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But now their population's plummeting. They need kids. They need, it's just what happens.
Like
Because
Russia,
2.4 kids.
Russia, for example, Russia's population is in the doldrums. There's not a lot. But then they're just having a war. They're saying there could have been 30,000 young conscripts killed.
Yes,
that's a huge impact.
Huge impact.
Huge
30,000
on a country that needed young people.
But you have to
You've
remember,
just squandered 30,000.
basically in less than 2 months, they lost more soldiers than they did in 10 years in Afghanistan.
They've lost.
It's unthinkable.
No, but it's colonels and generals. They're losing like top tier of their. It's fucking.
It's
terrible.
a terrible, terrible situation.
Yeah, no, it
really
it
is.
doesn't look like they're extracting themselves from it any time soon.
No, it's really bad.
My mate Igor, who's in the Ukraine, he's bang in the middle. But they're on checkpoints. He does like 8 hours a week. Everybody in the town takes turns. But they've not been impacted. particularly,
Yeah.
because he was saying that he can still get mail from abroad, but it takes like about 22 days.
That's
The
insane.
mail now goes to, rather than flying into Ukraine,
Yeah.
it goes to Poland and then it's shipped.
See, I don't know right, okay, Russia, big army, you expected a lot of them.
Mm.
But in Ukraine, they've still got their internet, they've still got
Yeah,
phones.
it's weird.
The infrastructure's...
You go to a shop, there's still stuff in the shop.
And without... I'm not on Russia's side
No.
saying this. What I'm saying is, what are they doing?
Yeah.
What was Russia, this super powerful army? Is it possible that it's all fucked up? The army's not...
Oh no, it's just corruption.
It's just
Yeah,
terrible.
just mental. It's just paper soldiers, isn't it?
You
They're
saw
not,
the tanks going in. They're like from the 80s.
No, but not only that, they've been sitting there in big tank parks.
Yeah,
If you don't move pieces of equipment, they're fucked.
that's it.
They don't have the money.
I can tell you that. Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because I like walking or cycling, I have a car, but I drive it so little. So
Oh,
I've got to drive it more because it was my mechanic says, you've done 2,000 miles in a year.
Yeah.
He says, you need to use it more.
Yeah.
You're going to pay for that in the long run. And he's
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. A little thing like an exhaust is designed to run at heat.
Right.
And if you don't run at heat all the time, you start getting rust quicker.
Okay. But what the Russians are doing now, I believe, they're launching missiles and just fucking obliterating places. Just obliterating.
Some of the cities have 90% of their buildings destroyed.
But
Unthinkable.
They want to own that bit of land.
What's the
point?
What is the point
They
of it?
they're not then going to have the finances to repair.
Nope.
Whereas when this war ends, which it will end,
Yeah.
I would
The
like,
West is going to flood in.
The West will flood money into
Flood
Ukraine.
money in.
So they'll rebuild their bit, and
Yeah.
then if whatever bits the Russians have taken are just
And what see the thing is,
it's fucking stupid.
with what Putin decided,
Mm-hmm.
there's got to be people around him knowing if you even make this move, you're going to get all the other countries that are not in NATO wanting to join NATO. You're going to bring them together because they're experts. It doesn't matter whether the army's falling apart. He has genuine experts.
Yeah.
They've went, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, but they're just too
This is
cowed. Well,
crazy.
he looks like he's replaced everybody. Yes, man. It's like the Second World War, towards the end or stage of the Second World War, they want to assassinate Hitler. And Churchill says, no. The last thing we want to do is assassinate Hitler. He's our best asset now. We know him. We can kind of play him and
Yeah, if you get
psychologically.
someone new in,
We don't want somebody capable.
That's it,
somebody
yeah.
capable could fight this off to a
that's
stalemate.
exactly true.
We want to beat the Germans.
Yeah, you don't need the experts.
Because the minute Hitler was dead, they're all jockeying. They thought they were going to make peace.
Yeah, no, that's
They
exactly.
thought we'll get to keep this,
Yeah,
and we'll all go and fight with the Russians.
and here's another thing: you better believe that the West is talking to people in Russia about who's going to be running it next, what's going to be happening, who's going to get what. There'll be negotiations going on now.
There's always
Yeah.
fucking negotiation going on. When the British authorities were, and the IRA was going on, there was channels. They were speaking to each other.
Yeah.
They had IRA so like filled with informers. It's meant the stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
That's it. But
bother
definitely
your
right now,
piss. Yeah.
there'll be plans in
But
place.
The
yeah.
stuff saying, "Oh, Putin's got 3 years to live," and all that. They say a lot of that's wishful thinking
That's
and
all.
bullshit.
A lot of that is you always get this sort of thing,
Yeah.
you know, when in war and stuff like that. But the man looks kind of weird.
He doesn't look right. No,
There's
he's
something
had a
wrong.
lot of surgeries, no helped.
And you could see his
But
behaviour.
the myth of this Russian genius is gone. That's been put to bed.
Yeah.
Nobody's really scared of him. And what they say, the implication is, which is fascinating, the Chinese have been watching this to think, we are after Taiwan.
yeah,
And the West won't do anything.
yeah.
So they were watching to see what the Russians would do. The Russians have tried with Ukraine, and it's not went well for them.
Yeah.
So the Chinese are going to be reluctant to go after Taiwan.
And I
now.
think the Chinese now, they're not condemning what
no, but
Russian
they're not
did,
helping like them.
but they're not helping.
No.
And I think they're going, look,
It's a big mistake. It's a big mistake.
because China is the leader in the world market. They're not going to give that up. They're not.
They're not want to go war.
They're
with
not going to give.
consumers,
Yeah,
no.
they're not, and they're not giving.
But
yeah, they're not going to war.
Putin should have spent money to make his country the best country to live. He could
There was
make it so.
a photo,
Yeah,
and this photo said, "This is what war does."
yeah.
And I was like, and it's just this block of flats,
Yeah.
devastated, and then it went, only joking. This is the main place where Russian conscripts come from.
It's just nothing.
And I was like, oh my God, it looks like it's been bombed. It's just abject poverty.
They tracked back, they found some dead conscripts details, and they tracked it back on Google Maps to where he lived, and he lived in essentially a shack.
Yeah.
With no electricity, nothing. This poor laddie.
That's your life.
That's why there's a bit of like, oh, look at these Russians getting killed in a tank. Oh,
I
that's
don't
wonderful.
get pleasure from that.
No.
Because you don't know who's there.
If a general gets wiped out, fair play. But
And
not the young guys.
You have a lot of these soldiers been committing horrendous war crimes and crimes. Fuck them.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, there's guys that have been
terrified.
Walking to their work one day,
a
few weeks later, they're in a war they have no clue about. It's just people,
ordinary people each other.
Ordinary people getting fucked over.
They should just negotiate everything to begin with. The war bit's a waste of time.
It was a strange
gunboat
move.
Diplomacy never. Do we really need it now?
Whatever comes of it? Do you know what I mean? Whatever comes of it, you're just
nothing.
It's just nothing. So it's like
but the Russians have been giving a lot of donations to the NRA.
Yeah,
a lot.
And you see the influence they've had in America.
That's disgusting me. There's an NRA rally thing going on. It's disgusting.
After that shooting, and they're fuck's sake. There's
people that said to me, yeah, but you need, we can solve all these problems with more guns. No, it's a lie. If you think that, you're an imbecile.
Yes.
America needs to go over itself and fix this problem because it's fixable.
The thing is, right?
93%.
You can have guns.
Yeah. The Swiss are hoaching with guns.
Guns
Canadians
everywhere. Canadians have guns.
Yeah.
But yes, there's a different way
of going
about it.
They need to fix it. What's the banner I read? It says he would like to thank the beautiful sacrifice of these children who died to protect our gun.
Yeah.
Gun freedom.
I was sitting outside. It was Kansas City, hot as fuck, hot weather. So you're sitting outside all the time, and the guy across the road, young guy, but he was cleaning his gun.
Oh Jesus!
And he just put it up there, and went bang bang, and put it back again. Everyone fucking, nothing happened. Nothing happened.
That's mental. No, that's mental.
Just a pistol, just shot it in the air. They're coming down somewhere, and there's a very famous bit of footage of these guys that's at a party and
like
they shoot in the air.
Iraq or something.
No, this was in the States. They've got a revolver, they're at a party and they shoot it and they go on, and that's the evidence of the woman that was shot in her kitchen, right in the face. And it's like
I could just ricochet,
because there's this belief that a bullet comes up, it comes down just at terminal velocity and it doesn't hurt you. But if it arcs, you're in trouble.
Oh for fuck! I've seen ones with like in funerals and they're at and
and they shoot the roof and all the buildings come down, everyone's killed. Yeah,
I don't get. If you genuinely think that ordinary American people need fucking assault rifles, you're an imbecile. You're an imbecile.
Here's what happens: a lot of people go, "It's not an assault rifle; it's basically a hunting rifle." But here's
you need
the problem.
An assault rifle to shoot Bambi.
Right, here's the problem with when people say it's not an assault rifle.
Yeah.
You don't need 30 round magazines.
No.
Right? If it's basically a hunting rifle. Have 5.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't even need to be semi-automatic.
But if you're a good huntsman, you should be able to shoot an animal with one shot.
Well, I used to shoot and a rifle had 3 rounds in it.
But you see, the guys out stalking stags?
Yeah.
They're not on the crest of hell.
And here's another side of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
I went to this shop called Cabela's that has the mountain in it with lots of stuffed animals.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I know the one.
So I'm in it, looking around, and there's lots of guns, and I'm looking at these beautiful hunting rifles, gorgeous, wooden stocks and that.
Mm.
Then right beside them, there's the AR-15, and you're like, what's that for? Same thing, but the AR-15 has been fetishised.
Yeah.
And you see guys going around with their body armour that doesn't fit, and they've got their
tactical and
all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been fetishised, and here's the thing, right?
It's a sex thing.
We're
isn't
not
it?
talking.
It's a chubby thing.
A lot of people get
chubby.
mad in America saying, "Well, you don't have guns here. You don't understand." Listen, we were both brought up with guns.
Yeah, guns now. Yeah.
And the difference is when we go there, it's so strict here.
Yeah.
What you can do with it and how you act with it. But when you go there, it's very accessible.
But they say, "Oh no, but all Americans are."
Oh, here's your accent. I love your accent.
No, but it's like they're saying it's rural and it's hunting background. Majority of Americans live in cities. You don't need a hunting rifle in the middle of New York.
And I think they're just shooting. And every time there's been a mass shooting, the guns have been got legally and
Yeah.
there's always a particular look to the
They
gun.
they think gun crime's all brown people who've got guns like
illegally.
illegal.
No, it's not. It's you just go and buy a gun in a
buy it
shop.
at the shop. Imagine if you could go down to Tesco's Riverside and fucking buy guns.
Well, I went into a pawn shop
Ah.
in Kansas City, and the big thing that they had was a gold Desert Eagle.
Right, okay.
It's a pistol. It's 50 caliber. What is the point of that?
Fucking hell, you could
What's
kill
the point
you
of
could
it?
kill a rhino with that.
What's the point of that
No,
existing?
there's no point of that.
It's
No,
you
it's
know.
a fetishising. You see, there's loads of pictures of people just with their guns all splayed out. And just,
Yeah, and they're holding a Bible
they're
and they've got
horrible,
a gun.
horrible thing. If you
If
see
you
them.
need a gun for home defence or something,
Yeah.
I know. And where I was living, there wasn't one in the house, but I would have preferred one.
Right, okay.
Right, I would have preferred one, but I don't want to live somewhere where
No.
I need a gun.
But having a gun in your
But
house.
a gun, that's
you
fine.
tend
I'm
to-
not talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
Americans having gun
Yeah.
or your rights or the Second Amendment. I think
Yeah,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this fetishizing
yeah.
of using it as a tool of
It's based
intimidation.
on a myth. It's a lot of it's like a pioneer cowboy thing.
Yeah,
But the majority,
you go to France right now, you'll buy a shotgun out of Sports Direct,
yeah, you can get
but they don't
yeah.
as well
It's a
have
tool,
this
and I
issue.
know
It's a tool.
And I appreciate young people. There's one they do with they see young children with guns,
Yeah.
and people go fucking bananas.
That's-
The thing is, if you're farming community,
Yeah,
young people need to be able to use a gun
Mhm.
safely. But they've gone to the stage of there's toddlers with fucking kickstand fucking machine guns. It's fucking
well, in Scotland, this is where we're going wrong. Now, that's just my opinion on looking what's happening in America, and it's an opinion from afar.
but they're saying it's a political thing. It's not. The majority of Americans want more gun control.
Yeah,
It's a
it's just
fact.
simple. Maybe you shouldn't have a mental illness and have a gun.
But they don't listen to. But politicians aren't listening to the American public. That's a big problem.
That's
list-
through and through.
A
Through and
politician,
through.
a senator becomes such, and then all he thinks about is his next Senate race. He wants to keep his position. So who he's enthralled to is the people
Mhm.
paying his wages. So it's lobbyists. There should be no lobbying of any persuasion in political system.
Yeah,
Happens in this country as well. Shouldn't happen.
I totally agree.
Shouldn't be taking any money from any fucking
But in this
business.
country, with guns,
Yeah.
after there was a school shooting of this paedophile that went into a school in Dunblane
The
and
thing,
killed all those
Andy,
kids.
Andy Murray was on the TV this morning. He was in the school that
That's
day.
right. He was
And
in
he
there.
was just saying, this is madness. The school in America, madness.
And they got rid of guns,
Yeah.
pistols and that in this country. They just got rid of them.
Mhm.
And there's not been a single shooting since.
Yeah.
Right?
There was a guy with a shotgun killed a couple of people.
That's right. But there's not been a school shooting
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
since. So now, and the problem is with that guy, it was the paedophile. He got his
Couple leader.
license.
Mm.
He got it turned down by the police, but he knew the local politician, and it's a whole scandal.
Yeah.
But they got rid of them. It's been over 9,000 days since then, and
Yeah.
and there's been no shootings.
It's not a thing you even think about.
But nobody in this country give a fuck. It was just so shocking. Get rid of the guns. We don't need them.
Did anybody make a big fuss?
There was no fuss. There was no
Nobody
care. It was
said
like,
a
oh,
shit.
God.
Nobody says, oh, it's a God-given right to have a gun.
No, it
Nobody
was.
did. Weird.
People were sickened by it.
Yeah.
And
There was some sport.
pistols here were sports.
Yeah.
They went, we're done. We could do
I
without it.
think they still exist, but it's like they're like tiny caliber things.
They're 2-2.
Yeah.
And but they've taken it a stage further in Scotland where they've taken air rifles away.
Right.
Now, air rifles now you have to have a shotgun licence for,
Yeah.
right? I don't really understand that.
Right, okay.
Because when we were kids, you can get an air rifle for a few quid, a break barrel.
A few kids lost an eye.
Yeah. Now,
Mm-hmm.
air rifles are incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
They're hobbyists that have them. £1,000,
Yeah.
be an air rifle. They're not.
We'd walk about my hometown with an air rifle, and you just have it over your shoulder.
That's right.
And not a
Nobody
single
bothered. Nobody bothered.
Okay, sneeze again. Is it dusty in here?
I don't know. I think it's the patchouli.
It is quite a strong
And,
smell.
but now so they're now against the law,
Mhm.
and you can't have a
It's not
an air
something I'm
rifle.
ever thinking about.
no.
You don't walk out the house and say, God, I'm hoping. It creates a sense of fear. Everybody needs a gun because everybody else has got a gun.
That's right. That's what happens. But
If everybody was walking,
is the problem.
yeah. If you went into town today, everyone in the town's holding a hammer.
hmm
You'd go and get yourself a hammer, wouldn't you?
But I can go and send right now
Uh-huh.
for a crossbow
Oh,
that could take down an elephant.
extremely powerful things. Yeah. That's
most-
always.
And in this country, and you think, oh, there's all these laws in that. I can go and buy the most powerful crossbow, and people say, oh, it's just an arrow or a bolt. What's it going to do? Yeah, go and get one.
Fuck.
They are incredible power.
Well,
Just go and buy it.
There's a Dangerous Dogs Act, so there's a number of like kind of horrific dog attacks on children. So they did a thing, they were going to ban certain dogs. And it was a kind of lunacy because, well, I think the dog that injures most children is a Labrador.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the thing, they can rush to make legislation, and it's not really, because the world's so fucking complicated, mate. How do you solve anything? There's a repercussion from anything you do. You do one thing and it causes a problem else. It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Being a politician must be like whack-a-mole. But the gun thing, nobody seems to be complaining overly.
No.
And it's not going anywhere.
And the thing is, this is going to sound bizarre. I'm quite pro-gun.
Yeah.
But not pro-gun in the American sense pro-gun.
No.
I'm pro-gun is that you should have access to these things with restriction.
For a tool, what the hell's wrong with shooting stuff to eat?
Was nothing. And what's wrong with going to a club to be a target shooter? That's all gone.
Clay pigeon shooting.
That's really difficult now. And that's...
Yeah.
So, things like that. I think these all should be accessible.
You see, I've watched documentaries, YouTube videos where there's people who are doing gun stuff, and the protocol and the safety is just wonderful.
Yeah.
But there seems to be a kind of... They watch Gary Cooper movies where everybody's like... It's like just a...
Well... There's two kinds of videos. There's
people
ones
that put
where
a gun and down their fucking back of the brakes.
They'll do. You'll see shooting.
Yeah.
And what America is good at is the protocols around guns.
Right.
If they all followed them, it would be great.
Yeah.
And you'll see how they have the behaviour with guns, and that is
don't point a gun at anybody.
really good.
That's
But then you'll
one.
get other videos where people are going, oh, let's put this glass marble in a shotgun shell and see what happens, and shoot cans of gas, and it goes from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
And
that guy that was making the 3D printed gun.
See, this is where it gets
going
dodgy.
bananas with him.
And they're like, oh, but it's a right. I don't think 3D printed guns.
No.
It ensures, but there's this belief that it ensures the freedom of people. But when you've got a gun, your then freedom is then crossing over to someone else's restriction.
Yeah. I don't know.
I hear voices. Listen,
there's a lot of talk like they're going to get this solved in America.
No,
they're not.
I don't think so.
In 6 months' time, there's going to be another school
and the reason
shooting.
we're talking about this is because the amount of school shootings, the deaths, and I think the main cause of children dying is guns.
It was car accidents, but now it's that's crazy shit.
Oh, it's so
Speaking about potential,
sad.
all those children that have been killed, that's potential people that's going to help America. You're losing your best of yourself, your potential for greatness of your country, and you're just wasting it for what? So somebody can just go about.
So I can have a gun.
A gun. They don't. No, I don't understand it. Yeah,
it's a very strange thing, but this is just our opinion from afar.
But this isn't but everything in America is either one way or the other way. It's two tribes fighting each other. But the gun things, no, everybody is wanting some. There's a majority of Republicans want some kind of gun control.
You want gun control,
yeah,
you just do.
You just have to. And
it's a real sensible gun control, like a proper background check. Every weapon.
Why do you need a gun that day?
Yeah, mate, come on, quicker. He's getting in his car. Come on, quick as you can.
Come on, no, you shouldn't. You wait 2 weeks and get a gun. No, it's just daft.
Yeah, it's a strange one.
Horrible.
It's a strange one.
What about the Jubilee? You've celebrated?
Was that my last subject?
If anybody celebrates the Jubilee, you're a fucking idiot.
My last subject wasn't the Jubilee.
No. Are you doing it?
Because I'm gonna leave that till Friday. The Jubilee.
Ah, good plan. Because that is the Jubilee.
It's the Jubilee, so we've got something to talk about.
Was there a Derek Jarman film called Jubilee?
I don't
know. It's folk humping.
What?
Something about humping.
You stop watching these films.
It was
Sasha Grey and everything.
Well.
Last one, Mona Lisa.
What, the sculpture?
It's not a sculpture. It's a painting.
The painting, yeah.
You're a trained artist.
It's okay. What about her?
You have a degree in it.
What about her?
There was this old lady in a wheelchair getting close to it, and everyone go, we'll let you pass so you could see. She jumped up. She was a man in disguise and threw cake and smeared cake all over it. But it's behind like 3 inches of bulletproof glass.
That's not the real Mona Lisa either. That's a copy.
Is it? Well, that's what's happened.
No, I don't know. I saw it. Yeah.
I saw it. I went to the
That's
Louvre.
It's a beautiful painting.
It's a great gallery.
Well, that's a lovely place.
It's great.
Terrible toilets, but it's in France, so what do you expect?
Yeah.
But
And the police shout at you.
But the police with the
Oh.
Liverpool fans,
Just tear gas children.
babies, pregnant women.
Fucking just tear gas everyone.
They don't need an excuse to get the tear gas out.
I used to be a photographer in my past life, and I would go to different places.
That's when you met
to
Sacha
cover
Grey.
things.
Uh-huh.
If only.
Bella Emberg.
That's more like it. And I was in Paris
Uh-huh.
at
Lovely
a time
city.
where it was the fireman strike.
Romantic city. They're like a strike in a barricade.
Fireman strike was huge.
Aye.
And you do not fuck with the French police. I can guarantee
Oh
you.
no. There's what's in
It
this
was
country.
scary.
In this country, we've got the police.
Yeah.
In France, they've got various types of police.
The
They're all armed.
gendarmerie were
Aye.
going to kill everyone. I'm not kidding you. It was scary.
They're
tough.
Tough guys. I remember being in Barcelona and there was a fat pig of a kind of cop guy in the railway station with a gun. No, he didn't have a
Yeah.
gun. He had a big truncheon, and he was going to break my head open with it.
Yeah.
No,
And their truncheons are like 4 foot long.
Yeah.
And they just swing.
yeah.
They'll just walk up to someone, whack right across the head.
That was
It's
just
unbelievable.
criminally, and what they've
Unbelievable.
immediately done is they've tried to blame the fans for everything, but it was chronically mishandled thing.
There was thousands of fake tickets,
Yeah.
and the whole
But
thing
they're
was a
saying
mess.
it's all fake tickets and that's what's causing everything. No, you've not organised it properly.
Yeah, they're
if you
saying
get
it's
to do,
bad.
if you
Yeah.
get to do a big event, you've got to be able to do it properly.
It was bad, but
It was
no,
bad.
I have not directed at me, but I've seen
But
the French police.
France, I really enjoyed
Scary.
France. It was just huge. You don't appreciate how
well,
big.
I've worked in Paris.
Aye.
It was quite a while. I'd have to go back and
The
forward.
Parisians have a certain arrogance.
Holy fuck, it's big.
It's huge.
I was every time I've been, and I think I've been. It's like 13 times away.
Yeah.
I was
No,
lost
huge.
every single time.
And
So
some of the
big.
streets are kind of quite narrow, but you're lost
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah,
It's
like
wonderful.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Every street is exactly the same.
It's
You
lost
don't know
in
where
this
you are.
madness.
And you
And
can't read the street
I
signs.
went up. It was the tallest building, it was at the time, this big skyscraper in Paris. Now you went to the top of that onto the roof, and you got this view, and it was wonderful. And no, it's a lovely
It's
place.
very flat.
Yeah, lovely.
But it's not, I know I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. And
food's great, lovely cheese. No, I just enjoyed it.
no, it was really good.
Barcelona's better. I love Barcelona. Yeah,
Barcelona I like.
yeah.
You know what's weird with Barcelona?
Uh-huh.
When you go to Paris, the people do feel different. You feel you're somewhere else. But when you go to
Capital
Barcelona,
city people are always assholes.
yeah, probably.
Londoners are cunts. Edinburgh people are fuckwits.
That's true.
The Barcelona people are fine. It's Madrid that's a real dicks.
Oh, right, yeah. I've
Capital
only been to
cities.
Madrid once,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't really know it. But Barcelona I've been quite a few times, and everyone feels like they're from Dundee with a different language.
Yeah,
There's a real weird feel.
lot of wee dogs. It's a kind of
There's
scruffy,
a working class
yeah.
element to it, yeah.
It is. It's a left-wing kind of place.
Yeah.
And lovely wee cafes and little pubs. I really enjoyed it.
Huge docks. I enjoy
Great
them.
for wandering, just strolling about.
Going along the docks.
Lot of
and the
pickpocket,
heat and
lot of
A lot
pickpocket.
of that going on.
Worst,
See.
worst capital city bit I've ever been. London, Leicester Square. Despicable.
Leicester Square.
It's the worst. It's
Oh my
it's drunken
God.
idiots surrounded by human sharks just preying upon you.
It's
It's not nice.
the last time I was there, I went to, you got the cinema. You know, it's on a bit of a hill.
Yeah.
You got the cinema, and then beside it there's a Mexican place for food, and I need some place. Went in, the prices were so expensive we could only afford a drink and a plate of nachos.
Jesus. There was a pub called the Mirror Bar. It's probably long gone. And I went there. It was quite a nice bar. I wandered in, went for a piss, and there was a guy just shooting up heroin next to the urinals.
Oh,
It was not nice. But there was
the
people.
ambience.
There was in Leicester Square at night. There's dead-eyed people just scanning the crowd.
there's dodgy people.
Very dodgy.
If you get off in summer, especially when the tourists are there, and you're at Victoria bus station, and all the people are coming out with their rucksacks, you've got the people, you need a place to stay, they're all over. They're looking for you.
It's just, but that's the future of humanity. Cities. That's where we go. And there's great things that happen. That's where stuff happens in cities. People piled on top of each other.
This is going to sound bad for Scottish people.
Because Scotland, you go anywhere, people
But-
go, Glasgow's a dormice. No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So you get off the bus,
Aye.
and then people are saying, where are you from? Where are you staying? I've got a place for you. And you're like, nah, you're all right. And they go, all right. I don't know if it's just the accent, but they just go, no. They don't deal with you if you're Scottish.
All Scottish people are interested in telling foreign people is, have you tried haggis? That's all we've got.
That's it.
That's all we've got in the tag.
So these predators, I don't want to hear about haggis again. So let this guy go on his way. Yeah. No,
Glasgow, it's big. When I moved there from my hometown as a student, I thought, fucking hell, this is big. No, Edinburgh, it's not big. Dundee's tiny.
Oh, Dundee's
People don't
tiny.
How absolutely tiny.
You don't have a clue.
I was in the other day I was working, this old lady came out. She goes, oh, it's freezing cold. She had this kind of posh American. I could tell she was Scottish, but she had an American touch to her accent. Oh, woman. Oh, it's so freezing cold. I says, oh, it's fine. It's not bad. Oh, this wind is so cold. I don't know how you can live here. I says, no, it's absolutely fine. And there's another one of the member staff standing, and she went, oh, Dundee's so disgusting. I said, what? She goes, it's just a third world place, Dundee. And I went, oh, well. She goes, yeah. Every time I come, she says, I was born here and I come back to see the family. Each time I come here, I thought it would get better. It gets worse. It's filthy. It's disgusting. Third world country. I says, oh, that's nice. I says, and where did you end up? She says, well, I went to Canada initially and then I moved to America. I says, that's very good. She says, where in America? She goes, Michigan. I says, I suppose unluckily Dundee doesn't have the militias like you have in Michigan. She went, oh no, but it's just a minority of people. And my colleague says, well, it's just a minority of people who put litter down. And she says, oh no, did she go worse? She goes, oh, it's disgusting here, dirty place. I don't know how you can live here.
Fucking hell.
She says, I go to Detroit a lot, and Detroit's nicer. She said Detroit was nicer than Dundee.
Oh God!
What a vile. I should have said
just being shitty.
I hope your flight.
You know what she's doing? You know what she's doing? She's telling someone from Dundee, I've got somewhere in life. I'm better. That's all she's doing. That's all she's doing.
She's in fucking Michigan.
I've been in Chicago. Right, where's the main places? New York, Chicago. I went to Nashville, Kansas. I've got all over, right? That, and you know what? Places are places, man. There's some places nice. There's some places that suit you.
Can you see places on YouTube as a video sometime, and it's so fucking awful. Like Kirriemuir.
Yeah.
You think to yourself, why do you still live there? There's a weird thing but they'll live in some little fucking Runcorn. And I don't know what Runcorn's like. Oh, I hate fucking Runcorn. But they don't think to themselves, I'll move somewhere else in the UK.
Yeah.
They think to themselves, we'll all need to pack up and move to Australia. That's the only solution.
You know what?
It's weird, isn't it?
I'll have to explain to our international listeners. You will have lost friends to either Canada or Australia.
Everyone has.
And
they never
ended. It ended in the early 90s.
Yeah.
But until that point, you could just go, I'm off.
Aye.
And you could just go to Australia.
Australia wanted white people.
Well, my parents, as even a young kid, I was a wanderer. I was always an adventurer. And they just assumed I was Canada. Yeah. But I kind of missed that boat, literally. Yeah. That was all stopped.
But then they'll go to Canada and Australia.
All Canada.
They'll join pipe bands.
And then the pipe bands, and it's all Scottish shit. I don't want to go. I want to do Canadian shit.
If you want to go there, you want to do Canadian stuff.
Yeah, that's why I'm going.
If you love Scotland so much, don't do all the Scottish shit.
I
Believe
agree.
me, it's no bagpipes that's keeping me in this country.
Now, here's the thing. We talk about how insane it is in Dundee.
Right.
And we talk about the minority who are the funniest to talk about.
Yeah.
But see, when I've had any American friends, anybody that come here, they fucking love it here.
Think it's charming.
They love Dundee.
Think it's charming.
Love it. And this is
because the very fact it's kind of got a small town vibe, they appreciate. You can wander about in Dundee. It's just a dondery about place. Not expensive.
My friend, she cottoned on to the whole thing.
They've Korean
very
chicken
quickly.
here now.
Oh, that's nice.
Soul chicken.
Oh, that's good.
Soul spelled soul.
So, and she would, if someone said, you'd hear them shouting, I'll shut your pass, I'm going to slap your fucking
She loved the banter.
And she'd go, oh, that accent's so romantic. She loved that, and she'd do that all the time.
Just like Braveheart.
But she got it, and she got the joke. And she loved it here more than anyone, and fitted in here more than anyone I've known. She just got
famously, there was a woman came from America, quite a kind of bonny girl, blonde lady.
Right.
And she just took up with junkies in Dundee, but she ran a She ran like a takeaway place, delivery place, and then she was like murdered or overdosed or something. So she came here and sought out
This is
madness.
Right, this is strange. There was a very famous news anchor got a divorce in the States,
Right.
and she moved to the Isle of Lewis and lived on a wee bothy with no electricity or water for years. Ended up, I got invited to her wedding in Ireland,
Right.
but really strange. And right, you may have seen this girl. There is a known supermodel, world famous, quite a few years ago. Everyone will know her. I'm not going to say who because that's unfair. But she works as a security guard sometimes in the Co-op up the road. I'm not going to say who or describe her because you'll know right away. And I've not seen her for a couple of years actually. But she was working as a security guard. She gave it all up and she wanted a different life. And she just travels now and getting small jobs.
Well, the young lassie from...
It's amazing.
The young lassie from
Beautiful.
The young lassie from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang used to work in H.M. Samuels in Dundee.
I think she's I think she got evicted or something.
Mad kind of stuff that happened,
Because she had I think it was her auntie's house she was living in and trashed it. But this is quite recently.
Was it?
Yeah.
She's still about?
Still going.
Oh, God.
So, yeah.
I'll
not
do
good.
it to you. Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, God.
See in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So Dick Van Dyke,
He's still going.
Did
you see him
He was going into the gym.
Yeah, in the Mary Poppins, the second one.
No.
He's tap dancing on a table.
Wonderful.
He's like 95.
He was going to the gym wearing a spoonful of sugar t-shirt.
He's got
Barry
it.
Van Dyke will die before him.
Barry Van Dyke looks like an elderly man now. He's lost his bulk. He's just an old guy.
Sure.
Nope, old guy now. Old
Barry
man.
Van Dyke.
His dad looks younger than him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please wash your balls.
wash your balls.
And let's fucking do something about... Well, we can't, but
We
please
can,
do something
guns.
about fucking the gun issue. It's fixable.
Maybe just look after
There's got to be
kids.
a will. There's got to be a will to get that fixed.
I hope so.
Tell your politicians to
And
shut
the reason
fuck
we're
up.
saying this is because we want everything better for everyone. It's we're cynical as fuck, but we want everything better for everybody.
I hate everybody, but kids,
But come
kids
on.
deserve a chance.
That was on a serious note.
I was serious, but do something about it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ta-da. Wash your balls.
we may have a new theme next week if we can get it recorded.
Fucking hell.
But it's good.
Podcasts tend to go downhill when a new theme comes because people always go...
Are you scared? Will I not get a new theme?
No, do it. Just go. I'm all about change.
Okay. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, wash your balls. What?
That's not me making that noise. It's in my breeks.
You're
I had a
disgusting.
curry last night. My arsehole's on fire.
Laters. My elbow. Ow. Say your bit. You're not done.
Oh,
You don't need them on. Just say it.
ta-ta.
No, why are you speaking into the headphones?
I've no idea what's happening.
Oh my God.